Hello and welcome. I'm Nadine Glenn with Balanced Humans Office Yoga, and today we'll be going over hips and lower back. So with this session, you'll feel an opening with your hips and your lower back if you've been sitting all day, or even if you've been standing all day and you really need some relief from that. So I'll see you in just a few minutes to open up those hips and backs. Hello, thank you for joining today. As you know, I'm Nadine with Balanced Humans Office Yoga, and we'll go ahead and get started opening up your lower back and your hips. So let's go ahead and start standing today. We'll go ahead and just start by inhaling, arms come all the way up, and exhale, hands at heart center. Take a breath here. Allow yourself to relax downwards, grounding yourself, finding a little bit of peace in the middle of your busy day. Take one more breath here, noticing your inhale, maybe touching your thumbs to your chest. You can feel the inhale and you can feel the exhale. And on your next inhale, let your hands come apart and all the way up again. And then exhale, fly out and down into a forward fold. So your knees might be a little bent, they might be a lot bent, that's fine. Go ahead and place your tummy actually on your thighs. Maybe you'll notice that you have to bend your knees even more, so you might be pretty bent like I am, maybe you're gonna be a lot bent. That's fine, as long as you're really noticing those hamstrings. Our hamstrings tend to get really tight. Maybe make some small micro movements here. Just almost a barely noticeable difference. Kind of moving your legs from side to side, moving maybe a half an inch or an inch, straightening your leg and then bending it again. And then inhale, rolling all the way back up to standing. Hands come all the way up with you, and exhale, hands at heart center. We'll inhale, arms come all the way up again. Exhale, bring the right arm over and the lean over to the left, stretching that whole left side. Sorry, you're leaning over to the right side and stretching out the left side. And then inhale, coming up. And exhale, grab that right arm and lean over to the left side. I'm starting to learn my right and left apparently. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, hands fly out, come all the way down into a forward fold again. Inhale, coming to flat back. Exhale, folding all the way down. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Now grab opposite elbows and just allow yourself to float from side to side. Notice your hips starting to open up just a little bit, starting to open up your lower back. And then let go of your elbows and inhale up for flat back again. And then exhale here, and inhale, coming all the way back up to standing, and exhale, hands at heart center. We'll inhale up again, and exhale, hands come all the way down to your waist. So hands on your hips, take one step forward and one step back. Probably not a big step either way, and if I was facing you, you would notice that my legs are hip distance apart. So I don't have one foot behind each other. It's like I'm touching railroad tracks here. So my legs are on railroad tracks. Both my legs are straight, but notice I have a little bit of play in them. So my knees aren't locked.
So I want a slight bend. If you have pretty loose hamstrings, then number one, I'm jealous of you. And number two, you might want to take a bigger step. So if you have really tight hamstrings, I would suggest taking a smaller step. On your exhale, go ahead and hinge at the hip. So this is important, so you want to keep a straight back. So keeping a straight back, come over that front leg. Breathing here. Notice, feel those hips as you're coming into it. Maybe you'll get further down, maybe you'll stay up here. Wherever you are is fine, accepting where you are. If you need a little bit of help, you can also put your thumbs in your hip creases to help hold you and stabilize you here. So you can do that if you need to. If you don't need to, or if you're feeling fine, engaging your core, holding here. Notice your shoulders are back. You're really staying straight in your back. One more breath here. And inhale, coming up. Arms come up with you. And exhale, hands come through heart center, and we'll start bending that front leg and then pivot the back leg. So it looks like we're coming into warrior two, but we're actually not going to. So your back foot is parallel with the back of the mat if you have one. Otherwise, it's perpendicular or opposite like this of your front foot. So your front foot is facing off to the side here, and your back foot is off this way. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale it through warrior two and down with that left arm. So we're leaning our left arm onto our left leg, and then arm comes up and overhead with that right one, opening up that whole right side. Breathing into it here. If you want a wider stance for this pose, you can always kind of toe your feet forward a little bit and take a wider stance. If this gets tiring, you can bend and straighten the leg, take a break. Just notice that your knee is pointed over the second toe. In between that second and third toe, you're in good alignment. And then inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, heel toe all the way back up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, goalpost arms, opening up the shoulders a little bit here. Inhale, hands up again. And exhale, hands come down and around to the hips on the opposite side. So I'm turning around, you don't have to if you don't want to. And what we'll do is take a small step forward and a small step backwards so that we're in that kind of scissor shape again. So remember, knees only slightly bent, so they don't really look bent. They look straight, but to us, they're not locked, right? Inhale, standing up straight here. Exhale, bending over that front leg. Take a few deep breaths here. Allowing yourself to breathe over that right leg. You hinged from the hips, so your back is still straight, maintaining that straight back. And inhale, coming up. And we'll exhale, coming all the way out. Go ahead and pivot your back foot. Bend the front foot. We'll inhale, coming up. And then exhale, coming through warrior two. And then down with that right arm onto the right thigh. And inhale, left arm coming all the way up for side angle pose. Breathing here. Your goal here is to turn and pivot the chest and torso as much as possible. So it's less about the arm. If your arm is more comfortable this way, that's fine, or here, slightly bent. Whatever's available to you, as long as you're really getting that shoulder up and feeling a stretch all along that left side of your body. I have the hiccups apparently. That's awesome for a video, huh guys? Breathing here. One last breath. And we'll inhale, coming up. And heel toe the feet back together and exhale, hands up, heart center. We'll go ahead and take a seat through chair pose, inhaling up, and coming all the way down to a comfortable seat. If you need to put your hands down, please feel free. Otherwise, once you're down here, we'll come out so that our left leg is out and our right leg is sitting bent in front of us. So we'll inhale, bring the right arm all the way up, and then exhale, leaning over that left leg. So your left shoulder is coming towards your left knee. Not saying it's getting there, it's coming towards it. So you might have a little bit more flexibility than me. You might be a little bit more stiff. Wherever you are is fine. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling for that left foot. And then inhale, coming up. And exhale, bring that right arm all the way around. Option to bend the knee a little bit if you like. You don't want to pull too close to the knee joint here. And then exhale and fold over that front left leg. So again, hinging from the hips, you don't want a really curved back. You want to stay straight in your back. And inhale, coming all the way up. Right arm comes all the way back. And then the left arm comes up as you place your left foot down and come up on your right knee, opening up here, the whole front and side. And then exhale, coming all the way down, leaning back, switching sides. And then inhale, sitting up. Bring the left arm all the way up. And exhale, leaning all the way over that right leg. Breathing into it here. Inhale, coming back up. Allow that left arm to come all the way over and around. And then exhale, leaning all the way forward and down over that right leg. So find a good spot for you again. Straight back here. Toes pointed towards the ceiling. And inhale, coming up. Left arm comes all the way back as the right arm swoops all the way over, opening up as that right foot comes down and the hips rise. And then exhale, coming all the way down back to a seated position. Go ahead and sit with your legs crossed. You can find a chair or you can sit on your shins with your legs bent. Allow yourself to find your breath, breathing easily and steadily here. Allow yourself to find your breath, easily and steadily here. On your inhale, blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for sharing class with me today. Namaste.